Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mark the Protege. We are live with another episode of the Overthinkers podcast. Hashtag the OT.
OT.
Where we got to ask ourselves, did we think too much about it or not enough about it? I am here with my co-host.
DJ, Mo CD. What's good, people?
Yes, sir.
I almost fucked that up already.
Nah, you good, man. I was fucking up our intro for the past couple
good.
episodes, but I got it right. I got it right, buddy. And Carlos is in the cut.
Okay, hear me out. It's like Drake heard 808s and Heartbreak. It was like you know, it's like you can cheat on the test, just change some of the answers. So that's kind of what he was doing, bro. He heard 808s. And he's like, let me change some of the answers here. Let me check. So he's trying to make 808s.
Are you talking about the mixtape Drake?
I'm talking about Drake up until he learned how to sing.
I don't know, man. I always thought he was a decent singer, even with like I better find your loving, I better find your heart. Curious question. We can go ahead and go into it. I already like this.
All right.
Did y'all see that fucking I seen something go viral with Charlemagne where he was talking about the Drake era is over. Do y'all believe that?
I didn't see what you're talking about, but I don't know if it's over.
Yeah.
He was saying that for the past probably like 2 years that we haven't been living in the Drake era like we were for the past decade.
I'll say that. Shit, his album used to get all the love. Scorpion got shat on. What was the one before Scorpion?
Well, I mean, but Charlemagne.
Views
Views got shat on too. People started shitting on Drake after Views, man. After he stopped working with, stopped working with Future, but after that Future collab, I don't know, man. People, because I think Future ran laps around that boy Drake on that album, but that's a whole different topic.
You know what's crazy? I heard so many good things about What a Time to Be Alive, but I have yet to actually like really go through it and listen to it.
I am not. Before listening to that, I wasn't the biggest Future fan. Like I've heard Future. I've had boys in Atlanta, plug me into Future early on. I was like, okay, he's good, but all this shit kind of sounds the same.
Look at Carlos with the flex real quick. Yeah, my boys in Atlanta.
My boys in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They put me on.
Slight flex.
But yeah, and then I listened to that. I was like, damn, he's just fucking running laps around Drake on this whole project. And I don't like Drake that much, but I was like, I'm gonna give it an honest listen, and I did. And I was like, okay, I kind of like Future more.
I mean, but the whole project is produced by Metro Boomin, right?
Probably.
It's the whole project was based on like Future's sound, so you would expect Future to like know.
You can say that about almost any Drake song ever.
I see what you mean. But nah, man. Honestly, I don't know if the Drake's era is over.
I wouldn't say it's over.
It's definitely slowed down.
It's definitely slowed down. Especially like Charlemagne said, I did see that when he was talking about Tootsie Slide.
Yeah.
Like that, and then people was saying, "Oh shit, that's a hit." That shit is. I'm not gonna say it's trash, but that's Drake. Come on.
It didn't.
I mean, that was that TikTok era. That was good marketing. He did what he was supposed to do.
It didn't have the same feel for other Drake singles. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
because it wasn't a real single. It was a song for his that album he did full of songs we already heard, right?
The dark demo.
Yeah,
sure.
Dark Lane demos.
Sure.
Yo, man.
And what dark lane is that man on, bro? What dimly lit street is this man on in Canada, bro? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
I don't know, man. Leave Aubrey alone, please.
All right, my bad, Aubrey.
Shit, he was on that dark lane for a minute looking for Kanye. At the right, at the light. Anyways, I just thought that was crazy that was said, and it actually made me think. Usually before, I would be like, yeah, nah. It's for sure the Drake era. We're still in the Drake era, but when he just recently said that, I actually questioned myself for the first time. I was like, oh shit, like we might not be living in that. Cause think about this. Remember, there was a time when, like the whole decade, if you got a Drake feature, you were on. And it was up to you
of course.
to take that and run with that and make a career off of that. Like Lil Baby was the last rapper to make a.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say that made his career. I will say that helped him, and Lil Baby
it shot him up.
Ran with it, and did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? There's some artists, that didn't necessarily.
Take the Drake stimulus.
I forgot
Block Boy
his name.
JB.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, Block Boy JB. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I had high hopes for him because I liked his energy a lot. I like Block Boy's energy for a second.
Yeah. I heard him on another song with A$AP Rocky, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know where he's getting these features from, but he's getting them hoes.
Yeah.
But I've never heard a song that's just him. So
yeah, man.
I hope he's all right.
Yeah, and so they're saying like that Drake stimulus package don't really work no more.
I disagree as well because last year, 2020, I mean, yeah, like not a lot of music came out, but he was, I think, number 3 or number 4 in hip hop week 1 sales.
Yeah.
Like throughout the whole year. It wasn't even an original album. It was an album full of songs we've already heard. And it stayed like the number 3 or 4 for most week 1 sales in hip hop. You got Juice WRLD who had passed away. I can look it up, but yeah.
I think he's entering a space in his career, man, where I don't think it really matters if he's the hottest guy, because
the shit ain't gotta be.
Here's where I think he's gonna go. It's kind of like, not music sounding wise, but I think he's gonna go towards what we see Eminem as. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is that no matter what, when Eminem drops, whether you like Eminem or not, he's gonna be one of the top selling artists, not just hip hop, but all genres when he drops. You know what I'm saying? Eminem may not be Lil Baby or Da Baby where he's like hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. But when he drops, everybody goes and listens.
Flames.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, whether you're an Eminem fan or not, you're still interested in what he has going on. And I think that's okay. That's good. Jay-Z has the same thing, where it's like the minute Jay-Z drops, number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may not be consistent throughout the year on every song, on every feature. You know what I'm saying? He may not be that type of hungry artist, but he doesn't have to prove that no more. And I think Drake,
he been there.
Who probably did it longer than everybody. He probably did it longer than any rapper,
Drake,
as far as like staying hot every year.
Drake finished number 7.
What do you mean?
In the week one rap sales.
Last year?
Yeah. Or I guess week 1 sales overall, because I see BTS on this list too. So yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good for a year of like, a music drought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
there was a Juice WRLD, The Weeknd, Lil Uzi, Eminem, Pop Smoke, BTS, then Drake.
Yeah.
And then number 8 is Logic.
Hey, man, y'all slept on that Logic album. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. That album, No Pressure, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't, Logic has been hit and miss for me. But that album there, shit. Motherfucker went over some boom bap beats and said, I am going out the best Logic possible. And he shredded them hoes. But I fuck with it.
Well, that's good.
Anyways,
shout out Logic.
Shout out to that boy Logic.
Yo, so speaking of 2020, it was quite the year. Probably a historical year. Yeah, it was a historical year, not necessarily for good reasoning. You know what I'm saying? This year, I'm pretty sure that we were able to live through is probably going to make history books.
It will.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was quite the year, man. And I'm just glad to still be here.
Most definitely.
I'm just glad that we're able to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for health. I'm happy for change. I see a lot of change going on. You know what I'm saying? I seen Donnie finally conceded. He conceded, right?
Stand down and stand by. Yeah, he said he conceded, but we're just getting started.
Man, it's funny. I never thought that I would see the day that a president would lead some shit like that. Like, that's crazy.
I never thought I'd live to see the day where American terrorists attack Americans in America, and then the dumb people that support this guy are like, well, that's just Antifa. That's just like, no, this guy had a rally down the street, bro, and he said, go over there and fight. And what the fuck? What the fuck did they do?
And it was a last minute rally, right?
I don't know if it was no last minute rally, bro. One, I'm not up and up on the racist news.
Yeah.
As far as I know, this rally has been planned for a little bit. This was because this was the end all be all. This is the last stand. If this didn't work, we have Mike Pence at the Capitol, and Trump even said it. If Pence does the right thing, we're gonna win.
Pence said,
but he said, but I don't have faith that he will.
And he did it.
Fuck you.
Pence said, nah.
Nah,
y'all go back home.
And one of the most beautiful moments, because I watched that whole thing, man. I was watching it before the riot.
Yeah.
And then they took a brief break to riot, and then they came back a couple hours later. It was great because there was the people that were opposing. They still opposed, but everyone needed a written letter and signatures from like a senator and someone else or something like that, and everyone lost their senators except for like one state. So it's a 2-hour process if it does have a senator. It's a 2-hour process to challenge. Them boys that came up there, I believe, and they're fucking smacking the desk and they're doing all of this, and then Mike Pence goes, "Well, do you have a written letter?" "Yeah." "Well, does it have a senator's signature?" No, sir." Well, then we can't take it. Nah, anyways, it was just so fucking beautiful to watch these fucking racists shell the fuck up whenever they didn't have no senator. It was so beautiful. So beautiful.
No, it's wild watching hypocrites, like, do hypocrite shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild just to... even like you would expect that these were the Blue Lives Matter people, and then you watch these cops. One of them actually got killed,
got beat with a fire extinguisher,
and that's the dude that died, right?
That is a cop who died.
Yeah, that's fucking sad.
There's
man.
Blue Lives Matter flag flying around. There's fucking Confederate flags flying around, and they beat a man to death.
A police officer.
Yeah,
a police officer.
Hello, but
and not only that, but like I saw a police officer getting his ass beat with an American flag. Is that disrespectful to the flag or not?
Only when they disrespecting it.
I was told in 2015 by these fucking idiots that if something like this were to happen, well, then America would stand up. No one would allow this to happen. Boy, you see how quick that shit changed in 5 years? 6. Boy, y'all boys lost. Y'all couldn't just take the L.
Couldn't take the L.
Couldn't take
shit
the
is
L.
Ridiculous.
And you know who's not gonna go down for this? Trump.
Oh, of course not.
He is the ultimate. He's the ultimate bad guy. He has all these people that are willing to take that burn for him because he doesn't like looking bad. He don't like losing.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm curious, Carlos. You might know more than me.
I might.
So that's why, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people I like to listen more than talk sometimes. Mm-hmm. But, like, with all this that happened, is there anything that can happen to Trump in regards to this?
Well,
because even his homies are like, yo, fam, like, you wildin'. Like, everybody can come together and say, like, this man's wildin'.
Everyone's told him he's wildin'. The problem was before. Trump supporters weren't bringing nooses to the fucking Capitol saying, let's just hang Mike Pence. So it was beneficial for them to look past all this crazy shit because we have the Trumplicans, you know, the maggots, and they're going to fucking vote for us and our side. Now they're turning on you, you know? So he burned almost all his bridges in one go. And so now what they're talking about doing, and it seems petty and it seems silly, is they're talking about the impeachment. And what the impeachment will do is cut him off of his presidential like his perks. He ain't gonna get the right. Security. He ain't gonna get a check every year. You know, he's getting nothing. He's not getting any preferential treatment whatsoever if he can be impeached for a second time. By the way, but yeah, so that's really all that can happen to the boy is he gets impeached and then it actually goes through. But that's the thing. That's what's different from this impeachment from the last time Homeboy was impeached. He had his people on his side. Yeah. His people right now are not on his side, bro. Yeah. Because he turned his mob against them.
Hey, yo, I ain't vote Republican, but shout out to you Republicans that are witnessing that this man wilding. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get him out of here. You already see the damage that's been done the past 4 years. Even, like, dog, the damage was already done when he was running for office 4 years ago. Definitely. Like, the shit was already getting America stirred up like crazy. Yeah. Like, you should have already seen that this man wasn't going to be the leader that we needed him to be. You know what I'm saying? You should have seen it from the jump. From the jump. And even if
they saw it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they saw it. They just turned naked eye.
They turned their blind eye to it because this is going to help us in the long run.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, like, I need a more, I don't even want to use the word civilized America because I know we can't be perfect.
Right.
But
we don't need that.
We need more unity.
They were smearing poop on the wall.
This motherfucker had people in his corner evade one of the most secure buildings, or we should say one of the most secured
next to the White House,
in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
Anything would be better than that.
You know what's wild is that, like, you know,
shit is ridiculous.
You run into a spot like that, and you would expect, like, for instance, if me or you were to go in there on some wild ass shit with fucking spears and whatever weapons they had, like, first of all, I already know I'm going on a suicide mission.
Yeah.
I don't think they...
Mo's been dead for fucking 5 minutes already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like...
my thought of going would have been dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, as a black dude...
sniped.
Like, I'm pretty sure he's thinking, like,
Quick
okay,
scope.
this is a suicide mission.
Move all these white people out the way to get fucking Mo.
There he is.
There's the trouble starters.
Dog.
They shot that lady in the fucking neck.
Yo, that was crazy. And here's the thing, though. Look. First, I will say this, man. Look, in all respects, you know, there was a loss of life. So, yeah.
Nah.
No, look. Hear me out.
1776.
Hear me out.
This is our revolution.
Hear me
People
out.
die in a revolution, bitch. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Hear me out, Carlos. Hear me out.
I'm with you.
Hear me
The
out.
fuck you
Look,
think
guys,
was
hear
gonna
me out.
happen?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
I understand what she was doing was wrong, but here's the thing, though. I'm gonna redirect this to the person that held the rally and instigated them to go do that. That's blood on his hands.
100%.
That's blood on Donald.
1000%.
That's blood on Donald Trump's hand, whether he likes it or not. I understand you can't physically make people do something, but when you instigate a certain situation, no matter what your intention was, you knew there was a chance that you had some radical people on your side.
There's a chance.
They were gonna.
Boy,
I'm just saying.
they fucking caravanned a Biden fucking bus in Austin, Texas, not even 3 months ago with guns and trucks, bro. You think this boy knows what the fuck he has going on? When given the opportunity to tell Proud Boys, which are like the frat bros of the white supremacy, those are the easiest group of dummies to talk to. And he told them boys to stand by. Well, guess what? They did.
Yeah,
And then last week, you know, they stopped standing by.
Exactly. And here's the thing. When you see the aggression from even 4 years ago when he was running for office, and you see the aggression, I'm not gonna say of all supporters for the motherfuckers out there that are mad watching this right now saying like it's not all of us. Okay, let me just say that out. But look. It was the fact that there was some aggression already from the jump. And 4 years later, you're inciting them, you're getting them going again, and you should know that these are your followers, and that was bound to happen. What happened?
This rage didn't start no fucking 4 years ago. It started in 2008, and then Obama won again in 2012.
Yeah.
And these people were just like, man, I can't fucking stand to see it.
Yeah.
A colored man in the White House. Can't stand to see it.
Yeah.
What can we do? We throw the best candidate? No. We throw the guy who's we've manifested this rage into this big orange blob. That's what the fuck
This Cheeto puff.
He is nothing but manifested rage. He's ran for president before and they were cool with dismissing him, but now he's got this following for the last 8 years. He's been tweeting everything. We've been thinking about Obama. Let's vote for this guy. That's what the fuck they get, and that's what the fuck they wanted. Yeah. That's shit, bro. That bitch died thinking she's a patriot. She died an idiot. And her commanding officer, a bigger idiot.
Hey, man.
That's Carlos Diaz. That's at _Roscoe Harper on all social media.
Nah, Carlos, you talk your shit, man. I am not mad at that.
That bitch is an idiot.
I am not mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I will say that. Rest in peace. But let that be an example.
All because the motherfucker was lying.
Yeah.
That's no one else's job. That's no one else's job to baby these people.
And not only that, but
Most
look,
definitely.
lives were lost over a decision that's gonna fall through. It's gonna happen.
That was
it's
gonna
happen whether we like it or not.
Ted Cruz bitch ass had the balls to stand up there. This before the riot. I'll give him this. I mean, he still talked his shit after the riot, but before the riot, he said, 65% of Americans, or 35% of Americans believe this, that this is this was a stolen election, and if you have nothing to hide, then why not? Why not entertain these people? Because we didn't lie to these people. Y'all did. That's why they believe it.
Yeah.
Y'all lied to these people for one man.
Terrible.
Who ain't here today. He's
Terrible.
down the street. And then, 20 minutes later, he brought all his friends. And
I will say this. I'm curious about something. Let me go ahead and change it to this real quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious about something. So there were Trump supporters who would question me and why I was marching during the BLM marches and all that, and saying like, what's up with the riots? What's up with this? And I would publicly say, I would go on my platform and denounce that and say like, yeah, I'm not for the riots. I understand and I get it. I understand the frustration, but I'm not with it. That's not why I participate, and that's not why a lot of my Houstonians, fellow Houstonians that showed up, were on like, hey, we're going to do this right, and it's going to be peaceful. Yes, there are some people, and it did get a little wild, you know what I'm saying? It ain't get as crazy as other cities and states, you know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that they were saying, oh, like, why aren't y'all calling out this? And I would do that. Those same people that would ask that of me or ask other people that were peacefully marching during that time, those same people aren't saying shit about their side when this shit goes down.
That's because those dummies were fucking marching for haircuts a couple months ago. The same stupid motherfuckers, bro. Same stupid motherfuckers. We need haircuts. We need haircuts. Like, oh my God, you're so oppressed. Oh my God, someone cut this bitch's hair already. It's the same people, bro. So they don't know what the fuck struggle looks like. So when they see real manifested rage over real issues, shit, bro, how many fucking Black Lives Matter protests were there around the world?
Right.
Around the fucking world.
Yeah, not just
How many
the country.
people? How many people died? They say maybe 19 around the world, and no fucking police officer died. No fucking police officer got beat to death.
I hate to. Although I was part of, I support Black Lives Matter. I support the whole movement. I will say, just for the motherfucking fact checkers out there was a cop that did get killed. I don't know if it was during a march or if it was
in March.
I don't know. But I do. It was like a black officer. I don't know. Y'all can fact check us or whatever, but I'm just throwing that out there, just because I know there may be somebody out there.
I mean, it's.
But I don't. Like I said, I don't know too much. I just remember something like that going around.
Did they beat him to death with the fucking fire extinguisher?
And then
did they beat a cop with an American flag?
And then I mean, in a riot, it's bound to happen, like which we all know. But what happened a few days ago. That's not a fucking riot. That was a temper tantrum.
Yeah,
that was a temper.
No,
tantrum.
it was a riot.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
That was a riot.
It was just a like. But I'm saying you're rioting because you lost.
Yeah.
Or because things didn't go your way. And what do we call that? A temper tantrum.
Yeah.
So it was like those lives, 2 or 3 lives that died or whatever, shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It could have been avoided.
It was 5 lives, actually. It was like 5 or 6.
It could have been avoided months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but like for us to be
could have been avoided 4 years ago, buddy.
I mean, like I've been sitting here, like the meme's been saying, all our black and brown people, this is not our business. Sip your tea. That's why I ain't been having nothing to say about it. I mean, but it's funny because I have some Trump supporters on my Facebook as well. Some I work with as well. And they're very in those
conservative,
very into it. Ain't said shit.
Yeah,
they said R.I.P. to that Air Force. Where was she? The Air Force or whatever she was in.
Talking about the lady that got shot.
Yeah, the lady got shot. She was in the service.
Yeah.
Which, respectfully, thank you for your service. But
they
said that, but they ain't saying nothing like they were.
And it's funny because it's like, how many times were they saying, how come y'all ain't calling out this? Everybody that's at those peaceful protests. And it's
they're destroying their community.
And it's
you destroyed a fucking.
And not only that, but I can name numerous people that said, hey guys, if y'all go out to peacefully protest, keep it peaceful, no riots, we are not for that. Numerous people I can name that called that shit out. You know what I'm saying? They were saying like, let's go out there and peacefully protest, leave the riots alone. Fucking numerous celebs, numerous everybody.
We tried that.
But the minute it goes down on your side, you're just like, so what's on Adult Swim today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the Rocket score?
We tried that. Colin Kaepernick, he tried that.
Yeah, you're right.
He tried that.
What's the right way to if taking the knee during the national anthem, which was advised by like an Army Ranger or whatever the hell. If that wasn't the time to protest or the kind of protest that needs to happen, what the hell was that?
That harmed nobody.
That wasn't a protest.
Hey, I like how they said, it was Antifa that pulled that off, but yet these motherfuckers are marching saying, fuck Antifa, fuck Antifa.
That's what they want you to think, man, hiding in plain sight, bro.
Yo, man, that shit.
Fuck BLM.
Yo, real quick.
what?
I saw that. You see that black dude?
Yeah.
Fuck BLM.
It looked like he got dragged there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bitch,
yeah.
you better say this.
Yo, did y'all see the dude in the Vikings fucking
Of course I did.
outfit? But get this. So he got locked up, right? And word is that like he's like not eating the food because he can only eat organic food.
No.
But here's the thing though. At the end of the day, you act like a criminal. You can get treated like one afterwards when you get locked up. When you were pursuing those acts, you should have known that you were doing illegal shit. So guess what? Jail ain't got organic food and nothing like that. That's your fault. You can't just request, I am not eating. I need organic food, please. If not, I will die in here. Well, guess what? That's your fault. That's your fault.
That's the two options you got in jail.
You want to be a terrorist motherfucker? This is what happens.
Exactly.
In Guantanamo Bay, when guys are, when guys are fasting, they force feed them. They will literally strap you down, put a fucking tube in your nose, and because they have to feed you.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to eat it, then we have to feed you. That's how the hell it happens. They don't have organic food, but guess what? It could be worse. It could be what you are a terrorist. It could be worse.
Yep. Oh man, that was fun, man. But yo, let's go ahead and switch it up real quick. I just felt like we needed to touch on that because it did happen, and I saw. Yo, if y'all don't follow Carlos, y'all need to follow Carlos on every social media platform. He has been going in on this. And yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all follow Carlos Diaz. Send him your hate mail and also, you know what I'm saying, all that good shit.
He'll take
man.
it all.
Yeah.
He got responses for all of you.
Yo,
And it can take me 20 minutes. Yeah, I hate you stupid motherfuckers that take 20 minutes to hit me back with some stupid shit and then hit you back in 2 minutes and then you're just like, oh, here's my meme until I can think of something funny. If you ain't funny, bro, just keep that shit to yourself, bro.
shout out to the dum-dums.
But anyway, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully
look,
what?
This well, ain't nothing hopefully. Well, I'm just saying, like, let's hopefully we can
Look,
move
man,
on
shout out to those members of the House and everyone who saw that shit happen, went back to work, and got the job done.
Exactly.
Shout out to them boys and girls.
and just like them,
see what happens when we vote.
Look, and here's this though. Just like the members of the House that don't agree with everything and have opposing sides and they're on different teams, but they all came together and be like, yo, we need to come together and just, you know what I'm saying, figure this shit out right now. It's the same way America as a whole, all of us, before these fucking 4 years happen, I don't give a fuck which side you're on or what you march for, what you stand for or whatever. At the end of the day, it's like I always say. I say this. We can all eat at a table and eat. We just got to bring our own food for thought. And if you ain't with it and you ain't trying to be, and we ain't trying to respect each other, no other shit, then you can sit at the kiddie table because we trying to like give each other food for thought and break each other off a piece of the bread and put some fat on our head. You know what I'm talking about? Like for real. So that's where we should go these next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? These next 4 years, whether you like who the president is going to be or not, you know what I'm saying? Whether you like Joe Biden or not, just like we had to sit through the last 4 years, y'all sit through with us. We all got to sit through it as well, and let's just figure this shit out, man. Period.
We didn't even talk about the best part.
Talk about it.
They took that boy off Twitter.
Oh,
They took that boy off Facebook. They took that boy off fucking Twitch. He can't even stream Among Us. This guy can't even play games, man.
I seen Freddie Gibbs has said, yo, Trump needs to start an OnlyFans.
Leave it to gangsta games,
Ew.
bro.
He's like, yo, Trump need to start an OnlyFans. Yo, man, so it's weird.
Follow Freddie Gibbs. That guy's fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's great.
Yeah.
Yo, Trump is the first person I ain't gonna say free. You know what I'm saying? He can stay away. But yo, man. So, but anyways, besides that, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. It happened. You know what I'm saying? And let's just move on from it and just hopefully the vibes can be better. It's gonna take a little bit, but hey, man, let's show that love and peace and unity can outweigh the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And make them feel inferior as possible. Hopefully I used that word correctly. But yeah, man. So 2021, man, I can't wait, man. Last year with the podcast, it was super great to get this shit started, man. We had a lot of cool moments. I thought that, you know, from our first episode, like it was, I learned to not get super drunk, only just for me to get even more drunk as the episodes wrote it.
And not to play with swords.
Yeah, man.
What happened with the sword?
I don't know. I'm just
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did we hurt somebody?
drunk combination with a sword.
Yeah.
Oh,
the other day
man.
I was drunk and I was scratching my back with that sword and I thought I ripped my shirt. I was like, oh shit. I didn't.
We fucking got the podcast started, man.
Hell yeah,
it was
man.
a lot of good shit. It was really good to come in here, despite my personal life issues and shit like that, to just come in here and vibe and just talk about hip hop and talk about shit that's going on out there, man.
Most definitely.
So I was very appreciated for the podcast, and I feel like we had a good, even though it hasn't been a year. I'm just talking on 2020 in general, because that's when we started. I just feel like it was good. You know what I'm saying?
How many episodes did y'all get done in 2020?
13, 14.
16.
16?
16.
Okay.
16. This is episode 17.
Oh, shit.
16, and had some freestyles.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Or some flows.
Yeah, flows as
Some
we should
flows.
call it.
Some flows.
Don't want we from Texas, so at the same time, I don't want nobody to call us out on there ain't no freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
It's already happened.
That boy wrote it on his BlackBerry.
Mo, how despite the 2020 issues, we're gonna try to stay positive because we already done talked about the bad shit. But as far as like the podcast, how have you been? How did you enjoy 2020 going into the podcast? Because I know we came into it in a weird, strange time with the pandemic and all
Right.
that shit. How'd it go for you?
I mean, honestly, bro, it was great. It was great, and I say it because it's something we sat down and brainstormed about.
Yeah.
You know, to be completely honest, when you came to me with the idea of the year before last, I was like, hell yeah. And then I was, I guess it kind of died down a little bit, the idea. And then when it resurfaced again, I was like, oh shit, it's for real. And then the photo shoot, and I was like, yeah, this shit is happening.
Yeah.
So
That was a fun day.
and so like, yeah, I mean, it's again, like I stated before on here, this is something, I always wanted to do, something with media. I was going to school for it. So, I mean, just to see the growth that, we've had in the last, 9 months, 9 months, whatever.
Whenever I think we started June 1st.
June 1st.
Yeah, so like 6.
So yeah,
7
man,
months.
I'm down for the ride, bro. So like, all we can do is grow and get better and move forward and see where it can go.
We ended 2020 adding the OT Flow
Yeah, the
series,
OT
so I'm
Flow
interested in where that goes come 2021.
Leave a comment if you want me and Mark to do a flow series.
Hey,
man,
comment. I'm going to leave one right now.
Mark the Protege and DJ Mo CD.
I heard Mark-
I know I'm not an artist, but I can fucking freestyle.
Hey, we were freestyling the other day at my apartment.
Yeah. That shit was actually dope.
And I was wrecking that whole.
He was working out, and I had a couple of moments.
Yeah, some
but-
bars.
Hey, he was cooking in my kitchen and freestyling at the same time and wrecking that hoe. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Look out for our tape.
Yeah.
For real.
The Flow series is definitely a great addition to the show.
it's fun to
And,
see.
It's fun and
Mark and Mo, Eminem. Huh?
Let's
Yo,
get it.
I didn't see that. Look at you, man, producing.
Yep.
Eminem.
I want 5%.
Look at you being a producer,
You want
dog.
5%.
Yo,
Yeah, man, that's what it is for me.
Yeah, man,
About
and
yourself.
I can't wait to see what. I mean, like I said, like I'm just glad that we started something in the pandemic, man. You know what I'm saying? It gave us
Perfect
something
time.
to do. Music kind of took a fall. Studios were shutting down. It kind of put me in a funk mentally, like as far as like creative wise. I ain't gonna lie, it's like I seen Tupac had said that when he got locked up, people were asking him like, "Yo, man, are you writing in there? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?" And the funny thing is, Pac, who had a crazy work ethic when he got
Right.
out of prison, you would swear that he had shit written already and all this other shit, but he said in an interview, he said, "Yo, motherfuckers be thinking that I'm writing in here, that I'm doing." He's like, "No, prison fucks you up. Prison literally will kill your mind state." Not a lot of rappers say that. Some rappers are in there working still and
Right,
can't do that. But for Pac to say that, even though I've never been like, I've done one night in jail, but I've never done like anything crazy like that. Like
Shouldn't have threw them eggs.
the COVID lockdown, I'm not comparing that to jail, guys. I'm not doing that. But I will say that when you're in a situation like that where you kind of can't even go to studios because those are shut down, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to be around even your homeboy studio because like he may have people come over and shit
Right.
and there's no real guidelines. So it's like, I don't know if I want to pull up because I gotta go home to my girl. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. So in a way, that kind of put me in a weird creative funk, and it kind of fucked with me. So the podcast was something that came out of that because I was able to just be like, you know what? Like, I got to do something. I got to
Right.
do something. I got to do something. I love hip hop so much. The fact that I can't really create it like I want to right now, I can't be as creative with it as I want to right now, I can at least talk about it. So we were able to get that started in 2020, and that was one of the positive moments of 2020.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to spend time on the negative because we already know and we know what happened. But the super positive moment was that we started the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We were able to come over here and do this. So,
Make sure
what's
y'all
up, Los?
follow.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. My bad.
Something.
So yeah, man, and I appreciate everybody that
Yeah.
that follows us and fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Continue doing that.
For real,
Follow
continue
and
doing that,
and
share, like, comment, all that other shit,
all
man.
that good stuff.
And 2021, we're looking towards some new music, and I just want to bring you up the obvious.
Whew.
Okay, the three-headed monster in hip hop.
Three-headed monster.
The three-headed monster in hip hop.
Let's see if they can name it first.
Riff Raff. What's that one white dude?
Lil B.
Lil B, in Blind Fury.
Oh God. Oh man.
Mark didn't know Blind Fury was white. Can we talk about this for a second?
I didn't know
For
he
1
was,
second?
I didn't know he was white. I thought he was black.
For real?
I thought Blind Fury was black this whole
You
time.
don't watch 106 in Park?
Yes, and I thought he was black.
Oh my God.
I told Mark, I was like, he was blind, not you, right? Like,
He don't know he white.
Yo, fucking Blind Fury.
He got bars though.
Yo, Blind Fury was on BET wrecking them boys, and I did not know he was
shout
white.
out MC Jen. Shout out that boy Blind Fury, bro. Them boys that were wrecking boys on that BET shit, bro.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, that's wild, man.
They were.
A different race pulling up to a black platform and just wrecking.
Yeah.
That's great. I did not know Blind Fury was white, bro.
How old were you when you found that out? Today?
Today.
Oh, shit.
I didn't. I thought he was black. He looked light skinned. I thought he was half white. I thought he was like a Drake.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was like a Logic. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But speaking of Drake.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
One of the three-headed
That's
monsters.
one of the three-headed
Talking
monsters.
about.
Yo, fuck it. For time's sake, I'm gonna say it's Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. I'm gonna go ahead and speak about them real quick. We were speaking about Drake earlier, so I'm gonna save him for last.
J. Cole hurt
But
my
J. Cole is expected to drop an album this year with the Fall Off. It's expected to drop soon. He dropped the tracks The Climb Back and Lion King on Ice, which he said on Twitter are supposed to be part of the album, but since it's already been a long gap in between that, I don't know if it's still gonna be on the album, but if it is, I'm still cool with it because I really love The Climb Back. That was a fucking great single and all that shit.
Fuck it, do it.
So he actually has he also has a when he got on Instagram and he wrote like his plans for the Fall Off era, right? And like, he had put something about like putting out, I think, the singles and then the Revenge of the Dreamers album, and then I think he had like some personal plans on there, and then the last one was the Fall Off, of course. And he had said on the caption, he said, "These are my plans before I scram." So he's talking about, I want to say, possible retirement.
No.
Do y'all think that? And I want to ask this real quick. If it is J. Cole's retirement time, as far as like rapping, I honestly think he's not going to run away from music. I think he's still going to be a producer. I think he's still going to run shit with his label and shit. I'm curious though, if J. Cole was to retire, where do you think his career stands at amongst like what the masses thinks and where he would just stand in hip hop as like, I guess, top 10 list, great list, all that shit?
I'll go first since I'm the biggest J.
Go
Cole
ahead.
fan. If he was to retire after this, and it's going to hurt me to say this, probably won't even put him in the top 10. Me personally.
Oh, okay.
If he retires now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the accolades are there. But
Yeah.
it's like he been carrying his career like you were saying at the beginning, like if Drake go on that when he drops or Eminem when he drops and everybody's gonna tune in and then disappears again. J. Cole been that since he started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it hasn't been like boom, boom, boom. He already, so maybe he's reversed. Maybe he chill out for like after this album 3 years and then come, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, for me, and you know how big a J. Cole fan I am. So it'll edge him out top 10.
Yeah.
To me.
I get what you're getting at. Me personally, I think that it's one of those things where he's always been in his own world. He's always
true enough. Yeah.
He's always never cared for that shit, and also
which I know. Yeah.
He's just never been in that. To me, I think he just doesn't fit in that world for me. But I will say this: me personally, depending how great this album may be, I'm expecting great things
I am too.
because in 2019 he had a great year.
Well, let me say this. Yeah, depending on this album.
Yeah.
Depending on this album.
So
I'm gonna get his album.
So me personally,
It's been heavily
he might
anticipated.
fall in my top 10 of all time. But here's this. That might not be the same list for as far as like the masses or the critics.
Right.
The critics might be like, "Oh, nah, he's not top 10 of all time." Me personally, he might end up in that list when it's all said and done. But I will say this. I would hope that hip-hop critics and the masses would be able to see him like I see him.
Yeah.
But there's a chance that might not happen.
And the list I'm talking about is the hip hop critics. Now,
Okay.
my personal
Yeah.
list, then yeah, he's in my top
Like,
10. But
and I would hope that
Yeah.
critics and just, from old to new.
but I think this if this is true,
Yeah.
or if our assumptions are correct, this album is gonna determine. This album has to determine, his place. And it's been heavily anticipated. What,
there
like
you go.
2 years now? Like 2 years now. So
Yeah. I honestly don't know where he's gonna go with this album.
well, it's like, where can he go?
Yes, I'm really interested in where he goes.
Hopefully, it's just like a tape. A CD of just bangers, not necessarily club bangers, because that's not him.
I
but,
mean, him. I've
but-
always just expected just good music from him.
What if,
I'm
what
not.
if he do come out? with
I'm
club
not like I never. I
Fuck.
never expected over the top Kendrick Lamar deep thought music from Cole. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a knock. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I never expected that. How can I say this? I love Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I love his music. I love everything about Pac. But Pac just told you straightforward, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to go digging. I'm lying. Some people did dig and come up with their conspiracies behind his music and
Right.
being deep thought. But when I listen to Pac, I got it right off the bat. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Cole is another one where get it right off
get
the
it-
bat.
you're right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I'm gonna replay it because I enjoyed the music. But as far as the message, I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope that maybe that. Of course, most likely that tradition is gonna continue again, only with some different vibes and some different sounds. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Cole is that I get it right off the bat with everything. It's just maybe the production changes, things of that nature. So I'm really anticipating where Cole goes, and if it's retirement time, then hey, he did justice for me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did justice for me.
I can say
man.
that. Yeah, he did.
Kendrick doesn't have an album title just yet. No singles have been released. I know he did features for. I think
Busta
last
Rhymes.
year he only did a feature for Busta Rhymes, and I think that was it.
That was dope as fuck.
Yeah. Don't
That
look
sample
over
too.
your shoulders, honey.
Wasn't he on that Wayne album, or was that Wayne album?
Carter 5, that dropped like in 2019.
Oh, okay, I don't remember.
2018, 2019.
Yeah,
Kendrick. I've seen he posted.
K-Dot.
Someone posted a picture of Kendrick. He was like at a music video shoot. I don't know if it was for his music video or for a feature that's coming
I
up.
ain't even seen that. I ain't seen Kendrick since goddamn his little short singing in Power.
Oh yeah,
When he was a
he
crackhead.
was in that. I hear that he's supposed to be playing with some like rock sounds.
Uh-oh.
So I'm interested in where that goes. And that's all I know about Kendrick. Do y'all feel like here's my question about the Kendrick part. All right. And I'm curious. This album, and this is from hip hop critics and from the masses and from his personal fans. If this album is another great critically acclaimed album from everybody, does this make him the greatest rapper of all time? Because people were already debating that when Damn dropped. When Damn dropped, and they
Yeah.
sat on it for a little bit, and they were just like, yo, it's been some months. Yeah, this guy, if you look at his catalog, lyricism, remaining hot, all this other shit, da-da-da-da-da, always comes correct. You know what I'm saying? Incredible shows, performance, everything. He has it. People were saying he's probably the greatest rapper of all time.
He is probably the greatest rapper of this generation. He's
Yeah.
taken the most risk, probably more than so than any other rapper. I always got those those early mixtape Wayne vibes from him. Like always that from
That was
every
his
project.
favorite artist.
Yeah.
Wayne.
And so, yeah, I don't know if he's the greatest of all time. He might be. But I definitely think he's probably the greatest of this generation.
Oh yeah, I definitely give him of this generation.
Yeah.
But do you think that, let's just say this album's amazing. Let's just say
it probably will be.
It's incredible.
If it's like if it outshines Good Kid, Mad City, yeah, I might put him at
to me, I don't even think it has to outshine Good Kid, Mad City. I think that if it's just great, like I think that that's gonna be the cherry on top. Even for me, man, after this album, I might put him in my greatest rap artists of all time list. Yeah, as number one.
It's possible. I think, and we're talking about not like he has to like outpace the next album. I don't think that's ever been the case for him.
Right.
I think that like we didn't listen to Pimp a Butterfly and like, damn, this is like so much better than Good Kid, Mad City. It felt like a continuation. It felt like a sequel, you know, like a non-named sequel. Then he dropped Damn, and like I don't think anyone ever compared it to whatever he dropped last. I think like he's always done a great job at just moving forward.
Dog.
We're not saying we miss the old Kendrick. You know, we're saying he evolves every time. You know, even if he's doing the same things, he's doing them in different elements and going out of his way to be different and stuff like that. To me,
man, I'm just ready, man. I'm super proud to be part of this era to witness Kendrick Lamar. Like he was the first rapper to win a Pulitzer, bro. Like that's insane, dog. So it's funny because now I can argue with and debate with old heads. Yo, I have a rapper that can go against y'all's rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I have one. Like let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I can't wait for the new Kendrick album. Like I said, those are the only details I have. And I know that he's been covering his hair. He's been wearing a lot of hoodies. Oh. He's been wearing beanies and shit.
Well, you heard him. He said,
so all I know is
in the studio working. I ain't got time to look cute.
Yeah, when rappers, yo, to you hip hop listeners, you already know what it is. But if you're watching us or if you're listening to us, and you know what I'm saying, you're an every now and then hip hop listener or whatever. When rappers grow their hair out and they grow their facial hair out and they look kind of bummy, the reason why is because they crafted up something dope. Jay-Z does it. Everybody does it. Cole did it. Cole stayed on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of good comes out of being you know what I'm saying, not looking as your what's the word? As your proper professional self. Photo shoot fresh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then of course we already know about Drake. Drake's coming out with Certified Lover Boy, which is dropping sometime this month. Hey, we bullshitting, but the fact that he's owning
it's just the name.
The fact that he's owning that title though means that there is some type of
man had a heart in his head.
There is some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. And I think he's gonna hit people over the head with one of his best projects because he's owning that shit. Certified Lover Boy. What's good? Let's get it. I'm throwing shots. Fuckallyall.com. Let's get it.
So what? I make songs about my beat.
Sounds like every Drake thing though.
Man, but
he tries owning it all the time.
I think he's coming correct.
It's the title. It's the title.
I honestly think we're gonna get one of the best Drake projects.
If he can, and I'm not saying long projects aren't good, but we don't need no fucking 2-disc. All right, we don't need no playlist.
I don't need 19
exactly.
tracks.
If he can hone it in,
11 tracks,
get it to 11, 12 tracks. And if it's 14 because of some interludes or some skits or whatever the fuck, that's cool too. That's cool with me. Yeah, but this is. I know what to expect from Drake, like how we're talking about J. Cole. Sometimes I do and don't. I know what to expect from him. From Kendrick, I really don't know what to expect from him. From Drake, I think he's the weaker head of the three-headed monster. He's the most popular of the three-headed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't say
he's the most popular for sure.
Yeah. But this isn't a popularity contest.
Don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
We're talking about music, and I just think he's the weaker of the. He's probably stronger than Cole, but probably. But yeah,
I think we're gonna get the best writing from Drake in a while.
Best writing from somebody.
I'm gonna say it is.
Best writing from somebody.
In general, the best writing from Drake in a while.
Yeah.
You know, he's been sitting there just like, you know, cooped up in the crib doing the Tootsie Slide and working on music. So I'm very interested in where it goes from here, especially with the title, man. I think that title is too up front for us to think that it's gonna be some love shit. And I think he's
No,
just
it's definitely
learning
not. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like how Drake albums used to be. It's gonna be like that healthy mix. You know, we don't need a whole A side, B side. It's just gonna be a healthy mix.
Man, I hope that stops 2021. I hope the deluxe shit stops. The whole like, hey,
that won't stop.
I hope the 40 songs on the album shit stops.
That's not gonna stop either.
Like,
You could blame the labels, man. The labels design the game, so they make the money. The artists don't make money by doing that shit. They make some money, but the labels make the most money out of that because they don't have to release physical copies anymore. You know, for every artist, they don't need to do that. That's where artists could make their money. But the streaming shit, it's rigged for them. It's rigged for them to win and for the artist to win enough.
Yeah, because instead of spending $9.99 on a physical copy, now we got to give you 40 songs on a streaming platform that people are only paying $10 to listen to everything.
Right.
You know, we got to make sure that we keep their attention for 3 hours with this album. You know what I'm saying?
I sound like a hoe, but this is, and I've said this, something last year I said something like this, and I hope it carries in. I hope it actually happens in 2021, 2022, whenever. I would much rather an artist put their music out not independently, but put it out for people to buy, man. Get your money before this label gets their money, because they're gonna get money off them records too, but you're gonna get more money and your numbers are gonna look better if Kendrick Lamar dropped his album but only physical copies for the first week. Look at those numbers. Those numbers are gonna be fucking crazy. But if you put them on streaming platforms, they're gonna go down by more than half.
Yeah.
Because you have to listen to a certain song, you know, so many times, this, that, and the third. No, fuck that. Put the money in, put the representation in people's hands. I bet you, someone like Kendrick, someone like Drake, they can easily sell that $500,000 to $1 million in week one if they don't release it through streaming platforms.
Yeah.
You want those big week one numbers like Drake used, like Wayne used to get, and Outkast used to get, that Eminem still gets.
Yeah,
because Eminem, he's probably the only one that this rule does not apply to.
Yeah,
him and like Ye and Jay-Z, like that tier, like the A++ tier, those guys don't have to do it because those people fucking stream them like nothing, like candy.
And here's the thing: these three artists we just named, they were doing probably even. Well, I'm not gonna say Kendrick because his numbers just keep going up every album.
Yeah.
But like they were doing huge numbers by people going to the stores and buying their album for $9.99. So it's possible if they say, "Yo, fuck the streaming services. You got to go to my website and we gonna mail you out the albums. We gonna mail you out the physical copies because we gonna get paid. Fuck the labels and whatever." But regardless, man, regardless,
but they can't do that because Drake's owned by
that.
Universal. TDE is owned by Interscope.
Yeah.
And J. Cole's, he's owned by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So he's probably the only one that could. But Jay would rather probably make it a title exclusive instead. And then we're talking. You know?
It's funny, we're talking about this, but it really doesn't matter because these specific three artists we're talking about are literally going to have creative control, whatever the fuck they want to do.
Creative control, yes, but we're talking ducats. We're talking money. And most of these artists aren't these people. Most of these artists...
Interscope is not going to make the mistake of letting Kendrick or telling Kendrick, hey, you got to drop 30 songs, bro. They're not going to make that mistake. They're going to let Kendrick do what he wants to do.
But they're also not going to let him do a physical release only for the first week either.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah, no.
J. Cole be the only one that can ask.
Most of these artists make more money just on the shows. Like they need to put the music out so they can do the shows because they're not selling their physical merch anymore. Or not selling their physical music anymore. Right, so people like Tyler the Creator who made $1 million off of socks and shit. Rihanna's making fucking millions off of Fenty. They don't need music. So that's why it's not coming out the way fans want it to, because this is like the least money-making avenue of my life right now.
Shit, especially during the pandemic.
Pandemic, but I mean, shit, even then, I would much rather, I guess I'm just old, bro. I would much rather hold it.
Oh, yeah.
It. Definitely. How cool were fucking album notes and stuff like that, you know?
Always, bro. Yeah. I still buy it.
That's why I fuck with Fat Tony. Fat Tony puts all his shit out independently or through these smaller...
what does he use, Bandcamp?
Yeah, he uses Bandcamp for almost all his shit. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Shout out to Fat Tony. Real quick, speaking of music in 2021, real quick, I want to shout out my boy Clever Delanoff. He's dropping on January 23rd. He's dropping Now 4.
Now 5.
And And yeah, man, I already heard some shit. I'm gonna wait till it comes out just to solidify something. But
Drake's on it.
but I got word on some cool shit. But like I said, I'm gonna wait for it to be solidified.
Mark's on it.
But yeah, man, y'all be sure to check Nah 4 on January 23rd.
Toot toot.
Shit. But
Man, I rigged that hoe.
yo, man, me and also all local artists. Listen, not just me though, all local artists. I look forward to hearing new music from everybody in the H-Town scene.
Of course.
Anybody going in and going down, you know what I'm saying, coming up and coming down in the scene, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all
Said
release
anyone
music.
going up and going down.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah.
But yo, man, and yo, this platform is for y'all. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all go in and y'all do y'all thing. That way we can have something to talk about and invite you on the show because, yo, 2021, 2020 sucked, but this year, everybody should just go in, man. Clever's going to start the year off, and can't wait for that, man. So shout out to Clever.
He's about to pull up here in a little bit.
Oh, bet. And we were just, if y'all could put 2 and 2 together, y'all should know why Clever's going to pull up. Yeah, but anyways, so we were speaking.
Why are you so secretive, bro?
I mean, okay, guys, he's gonna be part of the OT Flow series.
There we go.
But we were gonna.
Y'all should put 2 and 2 together.
But we were gonna. We were gonna do it today, but we were gonna record it as if. Now I'm telling them the plan, but we were gonna release it after his album drops.
Industry secrets.
We were gonna release it after the album drops, so I was gonna record it today.
It's
and be
called
like,
a rollout.
Yeah, and I was gonna record it today on some like,
Yeah.
yo, not 4 out now.
You still can.
But anyways, so we were talking real quick. We were talking about Kendrick. That made me want to talk about Dre real quick. Before we go, I just want to send my thoughts to Dr. Dre. He had a, from what they say, is a brain aneurysm. You know,
Not gonna be a lie.
I didn't even know necessarily what a brain aneurysm was. I didn't know the severeness of it till I talked to you.
Yeah.
And you said that, if they don't handle that shit within like 10 minutes or so, that it could be fatal.
Yeah.
So, man, Dre.
One of my uncles died from brain aneurysm.
Man, rest in peace to your uncle,
it's
man.
sudden and it's hard. They're hard to detect. They are hard to detect because what could feel like a normal headache, you know, it could be that vessel in your brain, you know, about to burst.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit, that kind of honestly,
that
bro,
shit made me look it up. That shit, honestly, like I've heard of these. Like I know people that have passed from this, but like when that shit happened to Dr. Dre, I was like, shit, bro, that man's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like my regular ass needs to know the signs of this shit. You know?
Yeah, and that's crazy that you mentioned that because like when shit like that happens, as men, like it made me, and maybe y'all could probably chime in on this real quick, but like it made me feel like I need to go get checked for just in general. I need to go do a checkup, and I feel like. Men, we don't talk about that enough. Women always talk about like, doing their women stuff and going to get checked and, you know what I'm saying, getting all their health stuff right. Yeah. I honestly don't have that conversation enough.
In my community, we get that reputation, black men. We don't go to
Hispanics
checkups.
too, man.
But I mean, that's something I've been definitely looking forward into this year, getting a primary doctor. I didn't have checkups, especially since my journey and stuff, but I need a primary doctor.
I need to go get a
getting younger.
I need to go get a tune-up.
Not getting younger.
I have not been to the doctor in so long, bro. I need to go get a tune-up, make sure everything is running right, make sure everything is straight. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people have like that medical anxiety.
Yeah.
Where it's like they'll let it get worse before they fix it because they don't want to find out what's wrong with them.
Right.
You got to get past that.
Yeah.
You definitely got to get past that.
That's how I was like for years.
Yeah.
But this year I was like, nah.
And then COVID didn't help.
Yeah.
I broke my ankle. I didn't go to the doctor. I broken my ankle so many times. I knew it was broken. Yeah. But this was like in April or May. We were still fresh in this pandemic shit. I was like, I'd rather fucking die here at home than go up to the hospital because at the same time we didn't have very much information about what the hell was going on. Right, yeah. I was drunk as hell, bullshitting out in the country, slipped on some fucking shit and broke my shit, and I knew it was broken. I knew immediately. I was like, oh yeah, I've broken this ankle so many times. I know it's broken. I know the difference between a sprain and a break. First of all, when I sprayed it, it's not black and blue like this. Like,
did you keep drinking?
Yeah. Of course. Of course. I woke up the next day, my head was hurting, my ankle was hurting, and I was like, oh, it's okay, though, because I took some pills and I was good. But yeah.
That's good.
I literally, and I tossed it up in the air like, maybe I should go to the doctor. Oh, no. No. I just decided not to. I had all the stuff they would give me anyways. Like I said, I've done this. I've been through it.
Right.
And that's where we be fucking up.
And I don't know if that counts as medical anxiety, but I was more worried about... I've said this probably 100 times. I was thinking about my tombstone, man. Died of the fucking pandemic, man. I don't want to be one of these people. R.I.P. those 200,000 people that this probably could have been avoided, but I didn't want to be one of those people. I was like, for an ankle break? Nah. I'm going to have to be shot.
Yeah.
And even then, if we can get it out, I don't know. I saw Trey walk around with that bullet in his arm for years. He was all right, until he squeezed it out.
Yeah, that was a crazy Instagram post.
That was a crazy Instagram.
Popped that whole out like a pimple. That shit was nasty.
Oh my God, I'm cringing just thinking about it.
And the way it just dropped on the table, like like it made a sound and everything. I was like, oh, but yeah, man. Like I said, Dr. Dre, we send our thoughts, prayers, man. We wouldn't be talking about shit. We started. I don't even think before we even started the podcast, we were talking about, Eminem, that whole shady aftermath era, and
Speaking
none of that.
Eminem, what the hell? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Eminem and Snoop. What is going on with them two?
Yo, so
Eminem and Snoop Dogg, they've been. Yeah, like what the fuck is going on?
So
I didn't know there.
I don't even know the basis of it. I just seen it. And I'm like,
here's what happened. Happened.
Snoop didn't put him in his top or whatever.
Yeah. Snoop didn't put him in his top 10 list, and
oh come on.
But M didn't like the way Snoop was saying it because they come from the same camp. So it was
that's
like
what I was saying.
It was like man, you like he came off a little like I guess M took it disrespectfully. The tone,
as he should. I didn't listen to it. But I know Snoop Dogg's disrespectful as shit.
It's fuck.
Yeah.
So
I get it. I get it, especially when they were from the same camp, same Dre camp. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he would feel away. I just hope he doesn't feel away about not making his top 10 list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But from what I know, he just didn't like the tone. And I could understand that. It's like, bro, if we cool like that, you ain't gotta
bury me.
Yeah, come on, fam. And Eminem, Eminem went at him on the album on his recent project, and like it was a little jab, nothing too crazy. Like I said, that's
Snoop
his boy
Dogg?
at the end of the day.
More like Snoop Frog. No, I don't know.
That was his boy at the end of the day. So it was a light jab, you know what I'm saying? A little light jab for a light jab, But they're gonna get past that, man. Oh. They're all part of Dre's camps, all part of Dre's greatness. And Dr. Dre, you gave us Snoop, you gave us M, you gave us 50. And that's just 3 names, you know what I'm saying? You gave us an NWA. Well, that was a collective, you know what I'm saying? Easy and you gave us NWA, you know what I'm saying? And Kendrick. It's just been a Kendrick Lamar. Dre gave us a family tree of
Skylar Grey.
I mean, don't do that.
By associate. If you look at the family tree, you get to M side.
You get Skylar Grey.
You get Skylar Grey.
Yo, who else am I missing, man?
That bitch is on every one of them songs, bro. Like, we can't get Rihanna? Get Skylar in here.
Yo, man, we have so much greatness that came from the family tree that started with Dre and Easy,
of course,
and Dre's production. You know what I'm saying? That even leads us to today with today's greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so Dre,
Anderson .Paak.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the list just goes on.
Eve.
Oh yeah. Drop your glance, shake your ass. Boom, 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 boom.
But he gave up on Eve, and then she had to become a Rough Rider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So Dre, wish you a full recovery. He's still in ICU, so I mean, it's weird to say that he's okay. The game, yeah, he gave us the game. Like, bro, like the list just goes on and on. So, Dre, you probably are next to Diddy, the most impactful artist / producer, probably one of the most impactful people in hip hop. You're definitely right there with Diddy, you know what I'm saying? And music in general. So wish you a full recovery. Dr. Dre, thank you for everything that you do. And, it's sad we got to end this on sad notes, but rest in peace to MF Doom.
Rest in peace, MF Doom.
Rest in peace, MF Doom, man. MF, to me, although I'm not finna front and act like I was the biggest listener, but when there's a death in hip-hop in general, I celebrate what I do know about, you know what I'm saying? And Doom had a super cult following that didn't need the mainstream, didn't need no big record label. If anything, he kind of was part of the first startup of like the internet wave and using it to his benefit. I feel like Doom, like I said, without a big label support, his symbol and his brand was just as big right next to Wu-Tang's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to do that at your own freedom of time and luxury, you know what I'm saying? And just put out what you want to do. And this man creatively did what he wanted to do. There'll be songs with no hooks on it, and he's just going in, and his fans love the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to what I didn't catch up on Doom, go back and catch up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, man, like, you know, I missed out. You know what I'm saying? I missed out big time when I go back and I got to actually go through his catalog. Yeah. You know, because I've listened to the Mad Villain album. You know what I'm saying? And I heard some shit that my boy Grim would play me. And then, you know, you see the video clips of, like, other artists praising him. Like, you see the Most Def clips and all that other shit. So you knew he was impactful, and off of what you heard, it made you want to go back. Unfortunately, I will admit that, you know, when he did die, you know, I went and went to go check out on what I was missing out on, and that was my loss. My loss was that, you know, I didn't get a chance to be a huge, big MF Doom fan like I probably will be post his death. But, yo, man, it's okay to be like me, though. Mm-hmm. It's okay to be like me and admit that and go be a fan now. You know what I'm saying? To you motherfucking fan hoarders out there, stop being like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gatekeepers,
never was
stop
a
that
fan.
Shit. But I don't think Doom's gonna have those type of fans either. Yeah. I got lucky enough. It was Demon Days. He was on Demon Days. Mm-hmm. November has come, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" You know, it was 2004, 2005, and at that point, like, I was shaping my opinion on rap, and I like guys that can fucking rap. I was like, this dude is out of this world. So I looked him up, and I'm not gonna say I illegally downloaded, but I procured a lot of his music, and that just it blew my mind. Like, there was this whole, because it had like all the sounds that I like from all these other artists, and then it had more. And it had, like you said, like, the guy was literally doing his own thing. He was literally just bars sometimes, bars. Do a rap, a 6-minute track, straight from front to back. Like, his shit was beautiful, man. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, you know, it can't be understated enough. Dog. Just how important he is to the culture, man. You know, he was one of the first rappers to make it being weird or being being who you want to be. He didn't fit the mold of, you know, like the gangster rapper, or later on with like the high-end luxury rappers and shit like that. He made his own lane, and like to do that, especially like around that time, to be a rapper making your own lane, and then like no one else really fit in that lane like that to this day. And these type of rappers that you're speaking on, like these big from the big mainstream rappers, from Kanye and Drake, because even like I remember seeing a Drake tweet one time where he tweeted some bars from MF Doom. Yeah. From even your conscious backpack rappers like a Mos Def, like everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? Struck my curiosity. Like I said, you know, unfortunately I didn't dive in with that curiosity. I you know what I'm saying? I went through a wormhole every now and then. Yeah. But you know, I got time to catch up. Unfortunately, it is past his time here in the physical. But you know, hey man, I understand why he was great. I understand the cult following, and I just want to end it on that note. But I just want to say, rest in peace, MF Doom. Thank you for what you contributed to hip hop. You know what I'm saying, and thank you for the motivation and inspiration that you put in everybody in this game. You know what I'm saying, and rest in peace, MF Doom. Dre, hope you feel better. Once again, guys, we look forward to a great 2021. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I have this thing, right? I said this the other day. I had said, this is how I'm looking at 2021. Better yet, this is probably how I'm going to try to look at life in general. I said something on my Instagram story. I said, life is beautiful. I said, even at times, a beautiful disaster. I said, but with that, life is beautiful, and that's what keeps me interested. So no matter what. He ain't no fortune cookie. I ain't no fortune cookie. Even in disaster.
Or no Hallmark card.
Even in disaster, it's a beautiful disaster, and it's a beautiful story. And it keeps me interested in me interested in reading more. Life is beautiful. I just want to leave it at that. Hey, yo, what's good? What's good? Why did I try to restart the podcast?
All right, we about to start the show.
Yo, man.
It's a long ass intro.
Yo, what do I usually say? Yo, it was What's good? It was your boy. Yo, I'm Mark the Protege. I was here with my co-host.
DJ Mo CD.
Carlos was in the cut as usual.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yo, fuck Donnie. Yo, man, this is the Overthinkers podcast. Hashtag the OT, where we gotta ask ourselves, did we think too much about it or not enough about it? Y'all have yourselves a great one and have a great year as we go about it. You know what I'm saying? 100 emoji. We out of here.
Love.
Peace.
Rest in peace, MF Doom.
Rest in peace.